Welcome to today's civil cosplay conflict. Now today's challenge is like none before because you can play along with us. There has been a murder. There are 3 witnesses. Can you solve the murder of Cleethorpes Beach? Everything you need to start with is on screen now. So, get your pen and paper, it's time to begin. Now over to Detective Gumshoe.
And let the challenge begin.
Detective Gumshoe here on the murder crime scene. Now part of the civil cosplay conflict, our prosecutors, have to decide who was the murderer. Okay, so today's investigators are going to be Harry and Amy. And Amy's being helped by Jordan.
And I'm being helped by my own mind.
So, take a notepad and pen. Okay, so here is the scene of the crime. Today, at around 1 PM, the victim, Thunder Maker, was murdered. An autopsy report will be provided later. Which team is going to investigate the crime scene first?
Prosecution always goes first. That's how to steal the evidence. Hey, whoa! This is not the dark age of the law. I guess I'm going first.
Okay, I need you two to leave.
Leave. Get out of this. This is an active crime scene. This is an active crime scene. Please leave.
Come back in about 10 minutes.
Alright then, detective, it seems it's just me and you now. So,
Yes.
since I'm on my own, what are my privileges?
Well, I'll not remove it, but that'll be a removed item.
So the Rubik's Cube is fake.
Yes. You can still read what it says if you like. To be honest, you'd probably tell that anyway by reading what it says.
Contains Gumshoe's fingerprints. So, how irrelevant. So this is the body.
This was where the body was.
You do that, or is that just a really ironic piece of...
Everything in the crime scene is on purpose.
Oh right, so you did make that random thing that looks like a bloodstain.
Yeah.
That's ironic. I thought it would just be really funny if that just happened to be there. Alright, so...
I will say though, footprints are irrelevant.
Yeah, I hope so. All just yours and mine.
Yeah.
100% real.
Yeah, 100% real.
Why have you put that? Who's Charlie?
Charlie is one of the witnesses to the crime.
Oh, so it's right next to it. Sonic screwdriver. Yet again, contains Charlie's fingerprints. It seems a little bit irrelevant, but could also be a way of identifying the definite crime scene. Or it could also be plotted too. Okay. Good old picture. It only contains Thunder's fingerprints. Okay, so this is clearly there's location of evidence.
Yes.
Okay. That's quite far away from you, which could infer although why would you put the body from there to there? Let's see. One way, i.e. maybe thrown, possibly something to find. However, it has no evidence. So move on to this next people. Which is Pokeball, which I know that you bought. So this is a contradiction. This is yours. In case they're looking, I am actually going to investigate the Rubik's Cube. It only is nothing but a Rubik's. Detective, did you drop this at the crime scene?
Maybe.
Final piece of evidence, Pyro. It only contains Billy's fingerprints, but I've not heard of it. Alright, so I'm going to ask you. I'm going to move away so they can't look. I'm going to ask you, is the knife out?
Yes. Have you finished investigating the scene of the crime?
like a couple more minutes because I just want to
Okay.
re-look at a few things.
Okay.
So when will the autopsy report be ready?
The autopsy report will be ready as soon as you've heard all the testimonies.
Brilliant.
Okay.
I'll just contaminate you.
This is the murder of Thunder Maker. He was murdered at 1 p.m. today. Ignore the fact that it's actually not gone 1 p.m. today yet.
1 p.m.
It's 1 p.m. Okay.
1 p.m. somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
They're both sides, not the same, yeah?
Yeah, it says exactly the same thing on both sides. It's just so it's easier for you to read.
No, just trying to peel the stickers on.
That's what I'm on about.
Who's Billy? Billy's one of the witnesses. Yeah, you can examine it, but just put it back when you finished, exactly where it was.
Do we take it as 100% real?
Yes.
Not right, standing up.
That's barcode in front.
You can examine it if you want, yes.
Was he playing Pokemon Go?
Yeah, it should. Whoops.
He's a drinker. Wait, what is it? It's all
Do I have a blood analysis of who the blood belongs to?
The blood is of the victim.
Right.
You finished?
Yeah.
Okay. So, that is all the stuff on the crime scene. So, next, people will get to see the testimonies and autopsy report. Okay, so, they're about to get to hear the testimonies for the first time.
Yeah.
So, hold that, Jordan. I'll let you hold it. Just press the play button.
Okay, it was just gone 1 p.m. and I was walking down the beach, sapping shells with my sonic screwdriver, and I saw Thunder lying on the floor face down. And I asked him if he was okay. He didn't answer as I walked closer. I see blood and a knife, and picked up the knife and turned the body over. And then Detective Gumshoe yelled at me to put the knife down and put my hands in the air and do exactly what he said, but I was just wanted to be a doctor.
This is Billy's testimony.
I see what you mean.
You ready?
It was after lunch. I was walking down the path playing Pyro and looked out to the beach. That's when I saw someone throw something at the other person. They fell down to the ground face up. I ran inside to get help. After about a minute, Detective Gumshoe followed me back out, which is when we saw Charlie holding the knife and turned over the body, revealing the stab wound.
Wait, which one was that?
That was Billy. You ready?
It was about 1 p.m. I had just finished whittling a spoon, so I decided to go for a walk. I was walking down the path, I was playing Pokemon Go, when I saw Billy and Thunder arguing. I didn't hear what the Thunder was saying because he had back on me. Then Billy stabbed him straight in the heart. He immediately fell forward. Billy dropped the knife and immediately ran down the beach. I tried to ring 999, but I had no credit.
Okay. Right, so they were the three testimonies.
Wait, what's his name? Paul?
That's Angel.
Angel.
Right, okay.
The autopsy report.
I'm looking. There. Thunder was stabbed on the front of the chest by a small blade, right to the heart, but not going through the whole body. No signs of any injury on the body. However, the victim had a very high blood alcohol content. The time of death was 1 p.m.
Yes. So you get to keep that. That's yours.
Right.
Okay. So if you can go get Harry, and he'll do the same thing. Testimony 1.
So what is...
Charlie.
Okay, it was just gone 1 p.m. and I was walking down the beach, sapping shells with my sonic screwdriver, and I saw Thunder lying on the floor face down. And I asked him if he was okay. He didn't answer as I walked closer. I see blood and a knife, and picked up the knife and turned the body over. And then the detective Gumshoe yelled at me to put the knife down and put my hands in the air and do exactly what he said. But I was just wanted to be a doctor.
Which means she rolled the body over. The body was facing upwards, and she said it was facing downwards, so she rolled it over. Which means if she rolled it, it was that way, and she rolled it that way, that would explain the bloodstain on the floor.
Okay.
Oh,
You're ready?
this is... I'm loving this.
Right.
Hold on, let me get to testimony 2.
Okay.
Testimony 2.
Are you ready?
It was after lunch. I was walking down the path playing pyro and looked up to the beach. That's when I saw someone throw something at the other person. They fell down to the ground face up. I ran inside to get help. After about a minute, Detective Gumshoe followed me back out, which is when we saw Charlie holding the knife and turned over the body, revealing the stab wound.
After lunch? So not a definite time, but I'm assuming that means after 12.
Yeah.
Playing pirates. Oh, I didn't catch his name.
That was Billy.
Yeah, right. An angel from the heavens.
You ready?
It was about 1 p.m. I had just finished whittling a spoon, so I decided to go for a walk. I was walking down the path, I was playing Pokemon Go, when I saw Billy and Thunder arguing. I didn't hear what Thunder was saying because he had black on me. Then Billy stabbed him straight in the heart. He immediately fell forward. Billy dropped the knife and immediately ran down the beach. I tried to ring 999, but I had no credit.
Okay. I can see your brain going already.
This changes everything. This one's really interesting because this is the only one that actually describes the crime. The rest of them actually are after the crime. So that's really interesting. But there are some blatant contradictions in this. Like he says Billy stabbed him, but if that's the case, there's no blood on the knife and it's got Charlie's fingerprints in it, which line up with Charlie's testimony.
Right.
So,
Top of here is the autopsy report, if you could read it aloud.
okay. Thunder was stabbed in the chest by a small blade right to the heart, but not going through the whole body. No other signs of any other injury were on the body, however the victim had very high blood alcohol content. Time of death was around 1 p.m. Right. Detective,
Yes.
you realise that your testimony is on here, right?
Oh yeah, I was a witness.
You fool. Don't make me cut your salary again.
I was sacked doing cop stuff, pal. It was exactly 1:05 when Billy ran in asking for help. I jumped to their assistance and followed them outside. They were babbling about somebody being attacked or some sort. Oh, that was when I saw it. Charlie turned over the body with the knife in the hand. So I'm fairly sure I know who did it. So, there you go. Everything you need to solve the murder. So if you're playing along at home and do not want to find out the answers just yet, do not go past this point in the video, because we're about to reveal the results. So, good luck. So, here we have the completely same people that were definitely the witnesses earlier. So, we have Angel, Billy, and Charlie. So, On the count of 3, point at who you think committed the crime. 1, 2, 3. So let me confirm, you're pointing at Billy, you're pointing at Angel.
Yeah.
Okay. Angel's the murderer.
Yes!
Angel's...
We did everything.
Take that!
How?
Right.
Oh,
Can you explain why Angel is the murderer?
Right, I just want to point one thing out immediately. Before he even saw anything, he was whittling a spoon, which infers he had a knife on his person.
Yeah.
Correct.
So he
wait,
went.
can I go back to my old testimony? Oh my God.
Correct.
So basically, he must have had a knife on his person, right? He apparently saw Billy argue with Thunder, but Billy never went on the beach. He only dropped his... He must have dropped the hook, which is why it was on the beach, hence why his fingerprints were on it. So he never went on the beach, so why would he be there? No one testified to even seeing him there, apart from Gumshoe, who saw him go when he saw the body.
Yeah.
He failed to call the cops because he had no credit, but I'm pretty sure 999 is an emergency call, so it's free even if you don't have credit.
Exactly. You don't even need a SIM card to call 999.
You don't need a SIM card to call 999 on the phone. So everything he says is a complete lie. Why would he lie? Because he killed him. Boom.
But can you explain Billy's testimony?
No.
No.
It really annoys me because he says he threw something at him.
Okay.
Yeah, we know we
What can
explain why
you
got murdered.
do? Go on
We can
then.
explain why he got murdered.
Right, go on then.
Because Thunder was a little bit drunk at 1 PM in the morning and had a Pokeball in his possession.
Correct.
And while being drunk, he assumed that Angel was a Pokemon.
Correct.
So what's happened is they've launched the Pokeball at him and hit him.
And that is...
Oh, so we're both...
No, and that is why he had blood on his handkerchief if you noticed it in the testimony.
I did notice that.
Because he threw a Pokeball at his head and it cracked it.
The question is though, how did Angel get rid of their fingerprints?
That's why we didn't go for Angel, because we thought the murder weapon was the pirate hook.
Ah.
Did it have something to do with the alcohol?
Nope.
Alcohol can't get rid of blood.
Put it in the ocean.
Nope.
I tried it.
You tried.
If you was watching the testimony well enough, you would have revealed
Did he use the...
Handkerchief.
Yeah.
the bloody handkerchief.
That he passed
He
on his head.
wiped.
That's what I said in the first place.
He wiped the knife clean, so only the fingerprints of Charlie, who later picked it up, had the fingerprints on
If it
it.
had blood on the thing, would it not leave his DNA on it?
What?
You can't get rid of fingerprints by wiping it.
This is Phoenix Wright logic. You can go with that.
But the fact still stands. I got it right. You got it wrong. You're not just a clown. You're the entire circus.
So there we go. That is it. Harry is 1 point up.